Good morning, everyone, and I wanted to do a special broadcast this morning, a little bit about Mother's Day and a little bit about parenting. And it's going to be kind of a rant, so be patient with me. Many of you know I have 7 children and that they have developmental, mental health, and medical disabilities. One thing that I face a lot as a mom with kids that have special needs is judgment. It's easy to point the finger at me or my husband and say we must have done something wrong, or even sinned in some way, shape, or form to be given children with special needs. Uh, I don't know if that's the way you think, but I've had people say that to me. And a lot of people have this idea that if a kid does something they shouldn't do, that it's always the parent's fault. I went to college I got my associate's degree in social science. And one of the things that I did is I loved taking the classes. So I took some psychology classes because I'm working on a psychology degree, but I also took classes for sociology, and I really enjoyed my sociology classes. And it addresses this issue about what is the cause of behavior. And psychology and sociology look at different things, but they kind of focus on that same mentality, like what causes behavior. Is it the you know, the environment, culture, religion, the parents, peers, society as a whole, uh, Hollywood, media? There's all sorts of things that go into shaping behavior. Unfortunately, it's easy to take all of those things that shape behavior and focus solely on the parent. So, this is something that I wanted to share with you guys. We need to get back to this idea that it takes a village to raise a child. We all need to start investing in children's lives and not just our own. Especially with COVID, a lot of us have kind of locked ourselves away in our home and tried to stay away from other people, and we've gotten out of that social gathering and being around other people. And we also have gotten to this point because of social media that we only want to share all the positive, great, amazing things that our kids do. And we never talk about our struggles. We're never open and honest about things that are hard. We're never going to, verbally or openly say, hey, my kid did this and I have no idea why, because we feel ashamed. Shouldn't feel ashamed. When I was a kid, if I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, let's say I disobeyed my dad and I took something I shouldn't have, or the classic taking the cookie from the cookie jar, well, I probably had the whole block or even the whole neighborhood would know about it. And you would have some grandma come up to you and say, I know what you did and I expected better of you. And, if kids had other people in the community around them that knew some of the things that were going on and were a part of addressing behaviors, even the little things like taking a cookie from a cookie jar, imagine how that would impact a kid. If it wasn't just their parents that were trying to shape them to be a better person, if there wasn't just the parents who were working on any kind of struggle that a kid had, especially in mental health. Because if a kid is depressed and they only have a parent and their counselor saying, you're a great person, you deserve better, let's think more positively of yourself, you're going to have a less likelihood of a positive outcome with only 2 people involved in the kid's life telling them positive things. The more adults that are involved in child's life that is willing to correct, I'm not just saying, oh, you're a great person, because I think we've gotten to this mentality that we can't say anything bad to a child because we might hurt their self-esteem. That's not true. We can't correct and mold behavior for a child to make good decisions if we don't correct them and tell them when they're doing something wrong. I'm not saying discipline, so to speak, being mad or angry or whatever, but just teaching them. That's not the right way to do things. That's not how we talk to adults. That's not how we treat our fellow peer. That's not how we talk to a teacher. You know, if multiple adults had no problem saying, you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't talk back to your mom. That's not very nice. And if they had several adults that said that, you really shouldn't talk back to your mom, what do you think the kid's gonna do? They're gonna start learning. And it's gonna make a positive impact. So my rant this morning is, stop hiding behind closed doors of all the things and struggles that we have. And let's work together as a community to help our kids be better kids. Let's all work together to raise our children. Let's go back to the mentality of it takes a village to raise a child. I don't know if you agree with me on that or not, but I'm openly sharing the struggles that I have. I openly say the things that my kids do. And I have no problem with you coming to my kid and saying, I'm really disappointed that you did that. And here's what we can do to fix that problem. Or how about next time let's try and do this. And also just the positive things. You're a great artist, or I really enjoyed your music, or awesome, you got an A on your test today. Every bit of positive adult interaction in a kid's life makes a huge difference. And I can say from my own personal experience, especially with Nehemiah, that he started going in a downward spiral because he had many adults that were just degrading him. You just want attention. Stop acting like that. And not understanding ADHD and just putting him down, and it just downward spiral. Because instead of having adults that are understanding and saying, how about we take a break and let's catch your breath. And I made up several videos on ADHD and how to deal with those things, and then being positive about the things that are going on in his life. It makes a difference. It absolutely makes a difference. Kids that are bullied by other peers are more likely to act out and to do something that they might regret later. But if more adults are helping in these situations instead of joining in the bullying, I made that comment in another video, how I felt like it was almost like Nehemiah was being bullied by adults because adults are saying things to him that wouldn't even be appropriate for a child to say to another child. So you never have don't know how important your words are as an adult, and also just how much of a difference it makes when you have several, not one, not two, not three, but a whole community of adults that are actively involved in kids' lives. And being open and sharing about that. Let's be open and honest with each other as parents in the community and saying, yeah, my kid did this and I really need help, or what can I do about this? Can you help me with this? And that's why I like some of the mental health programs include like the CBRS, which is the community-based program, where they take kids with mental health out into the community and have a positive interaction with them. It's another adult that's positively interacting with the kid, having one-on-one time with them, not just the parents. And they've seen and shown that it makes a huge difference. Of course, all these other things that I mentioned are important as well. The media that we watch, what games do we let our kids play, what shows do we allow them to watch, what are they doing, are they watching YouTube and things that are inappropriate? The religion, do you have religion, do you not have religion, do you follow it, do you not follow it, are you judgmental, are you critical? What is the culture like? Right now we know that the stuff going on in the United States is not a very good environment right now, and it's probably extremely stressful to a lot of kids. They don't understand why there's so much rioting and violence and activism right now. Kids are dealing with things that we never had to deal with at a very early age. So there are a lot of other factors that play into behavior and why certain things happen. But I just wanted to make a video before we had Mother's Day and just say, if you really want to celebrate your mom, and moms out there, let's be a support for them. Let's not just place blame on parents and put them in the dark and not be helpful and supportive. Let's get back to this community-based mentality of raising children. And let's all work together to make our kids better. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will be doing more more later. But I have a busy day today. So thank you guys all for watching, and God bless you, and happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. And if you are a mom and you're watching this video and you're struggling with parenting your kid, I'm absolutely there for you. I will help you whatever way I can. I'm extremely busy and it's hard to talk, but I will find time. Even if I have to talk while I'm running around or text message while I'm at an appointment, I'll do whatever I can to help. So please reach out if you need it. So, especially those that are in my groups that are dealing with mental health and how hard it is. So, thank you guys all, and God bless.